Hello and welcome to another tutorial from AKCP. Today we're going to be having a look at the motion detector sensor and the settings that can be found within that sensor. So here we are on our sensors page, and as you can see on port number 2 we have our motion detector, so we'll go ahead and click that. Okay, and this brings us to our first page of settings for the motion detector. First of all, you have the sensor name, in which you can actually change the name from motion detector port 2. You can change that to anything that you want, so motion detector in front office. Below that you have the status, which it will display when there is motion or no motion. Immediately below that you have the online and offline status of the sensor, and below that you have two boxes here where you can actually input the description of the status when that sensor is in normal mode and in critical mode. As I've made a change to the sensor name, I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And we'll just wait for that page to load up. Okay, and that's done. So now you can see the sensor name has changed, and right below everything there we have our advanced mode button. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on the advanced mode button. Okay, and now we have some other options that are presented to us. The first option is enable the graph, and you can enable it to be on or off. And below that we have our sensor's URL. Now by typing in a website address here, you can actually link a website to that sensor, and that can actually be displayed in the mapping interface. For more information on that, you should check out the mapping tutorial also on YouTube and on the product CD. You can also open the link in a current window or new window. You can just you can specify which one you'd like that to open up in. And immediately below that we have our sensor status options. Now this is the continuous time for a sensor to be in a new status before it accepts the new status. So for example, before the sensor will register a high critical status, you can input in the field here that it would have to be in that status for, let's say, 5 seconds before it would register that status. And the same applies to the normal and the sensor error, and you can change it in these fields. We'll just change it to 5 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and click Save. And once again we'll just wait for our interface to load up here. Okay, and immediately below that we have our options here to enable our calendar, and this is really quite good for the motion detector actually. What you can do is we can turn our calendar on, and then what you can do here is you can specify the hours in the day and the days in the week and which you would like your motion detector to be active and not active. So you can see below you have the blue, which stands for report, and the grey for do not report, and you can specify here like I say, what time of the day and days in the week you would like it to be online and offline. Once you've selected the boxes, you can go ahead and click Save. And there you go, that's all the settings for the motion detector. Very, very easy.